Всем привет. Всем привет. Так, что-то я сделал. Что-то я не успел сделать. Журнал можете узнать, к чему гости испытывают устойчивость и слабость. Привет, Влад. GameMasterVlad и Влад Николашкин. И Дима. Так. Можем поговорить с Падром. Найдите место, которое описала мать. Какой? Журнал. Холл. Нет. Урш. Ты решишь, Сара. Так. Страшны-то все. Давай, Влад, иди, конечно. Раз занят, иди, конечно. Какое-то место описала на руки карта. Знания нет. Черты. Предметы. Страница. Письмо запечатано. Письмо. Свой платок. Ключ с 5 кольцами. А, да, это мы нашли. Детектива, да.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand, Louis, but continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Well, go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, la Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one in any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Так, ладно. Я подумал, что надо пойти, наверное, в этот сад. Все в сад. Это что такое? Это якорцы. Это 3 круга. У меня 5 кругов, да? Да-да-да, надеюсь, тебе не снилось ничего. Это иди. Страшный мужик не снился тебе?
Circe.
А, это картина, понятно. Это чё? Так, ломать мы ничего не можем. А это чё? Получили всего земля. Давайте потом туда, сначала сюда. Так, везде бабочки летают. Какая гостиная, это обалдеть. Так, за окном камни. Фрукты, книги. Это какая-то картина.
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
Угу.
Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
Это что?
Discourse on the Method by Descartes.
Рассуждение о методе.
Change the way I...
Чё? Предметы, наверное. Первый философский труд автора, выступающего за строгое английское мышление.
The world.
Кстати, да. Здесь так все.
The conversion of Ulysses by
Красная
Greeks.
Одиссея.
Circe changing Ulysses' companions into swines.
Здесь показано, что все решается не само по себе. Кто-то сверху всем управляет. Так, вот этот холл. Нам нужно найти снова. А, кстати, это, наверное, в комнате Эмили было, может быть. Сундучок с 5 кольцами. Вот я туда хотел сходить.
The only person sizing me up here is that monumental Zeus. It can't be here.
Так, а Зевс. Так, здесь можно посидеть и все. Третий этаж закрыт, наверное, здесь все-таки. Закрыто, да? Или это Зевс?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
А где же ты, сад? Жизнь какая. Все в сад. Это опять, наверное, вход в эту комнату, да? Нет, как это библиотека, что ли? Ничего нет, а? Ходит, понимаешь, скрипит половицами. Тут что-то есть.
There's a pattern with 5
Шкатулку
circles
с
on this
узором из
chest.
5 кругов. Открыть ключом. Какие-то баночки.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Золотой эликсир. Золотой эликсир. Предметы. 2 штуки. 4, да? Ясно. 10 монеток. Угу. Хорошо. Это что?
Chronicles of the Amber Princes.
Хроники Эмбера.
Dorkin was my
Помнится,
favorite
моим
character.
любимым персонажем был Дворкин. Я помню, как я рассказал, как я проходил летную школу. А то, что я... Тут вообще закрыта страна. Ну ладно, молодец. Ну, ты же на 100% хочешь игру пройти. Этого следовало ожидать. Кстати, карта же есть. Карта. Вестибюль, малая гостиная, двор. Это выйти можно, да? Вход в особняк. Так, второй этаж. Сад где? Это что такое? Причал. Вот третий этаж. Подземелье. Может, все-таки куда-то сюда? Слушай, мужик, как в сад пройти?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Так.
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where Sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable Sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that Sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
Как попасть в сад? Не хочет говорить, как в сад попадать. Не, кстати, Максим, ты не прав. Я когда в первый раз играл миссию с вертолетиком в Vice City, я считал, да, что она пробитая. А потом, когда второй раз проходил игру, я ее с легкостью вообще одолел. Ты че, карта какая-то? Как тут все интересно. Давайте. Это здесь опять же, но тут выхода другого нет. Если только на балкон, тут, по-моему, тут нет балкона, да? Тут. Да, здесь нет балкона. Найдите место. Горгона, понимаешь?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Тут еще какая-то точечка была. Да? Понятно, закрыто. Да, нельзя сюда идти. Странно. Где выход? Странно. Вот сюда. Нельзя. Вот это кто?
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss. Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Интересно. Может, все-таки где-то здесь я не обратил внимания. Горгона какая-то. Здесь нет выхода на балкон. Свинюшки какие-то. Упадет? Нет, не упадет. Так это не открыть. Это что? Ну да. это закрыто. А я сюда и хотел пойти сначала. О, что это? Классно. Библиотека какая-то или что? Что валяется? Мы получили золотой эликсир. Опять золотой эликсир. Нам бы меда.
Honey. I couldn't have hoped
А,
for
мед,
better.
наконец-то. Ну да, нормальная такая. Это только по кругу можно ходить. Что-то еще.
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Страницы старой энциклопедии. О, можно прочитать. Ух ты, сразу 3 штуки можно прокачать. 3 очки. Это
A
что?
Bazant.
Энциклопедия. Опять очередная. А, коллекционная монета. Это и правда какая-то библиотека. Ничего себе библиотека. Далеко вниз уходит. Да, Дима не спал всю ночь. Шастал, наверное, по всем этим. Ух ты. По всему интернету заодно играл.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Давайте посмотрим. Какая музычка классическая. Скрипочки и все такое. Когда ты пошел, тут и стой. Когда я тебе говорю стоять. Так это можно посидеть. Это что, сад? А, сюда не пройти. А сюда? И сюда тоже. Нет, не сад, это балкон. Балкон. Распятие какое-то. Какая-то штучка. Что это такое? Золотой эликсир. Это кармелинская вода. Так, у нас одна. Мед. Снимает отрицательный эффект. У нас нет отрицательного эффекта. Показывает слабость. И это позволяет следующий потратить, не потратив очко, на ну, навык в смысле не потратить. На обязательном воспользоваться будет. Что такое? Песня Роланде.
Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael. A fragment of amber.
Осколок янтаря. Мы нашли второй, надо 4. Как это горгона выглядит-то? Это что такое? Да, сделай дело.
Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning,
Что лежит? Тоже осколок янтаря. А вот 4. Мы получили осколок янтаря. Где это? Ладно, пофиг.
A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V.
Жесть
I
какая.
wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting.
Да, по-моему, так и есть. Давайте все-таки взглянем. Одни сплошные картины. Но это я думаю, что не здесь. Наверное, дальше. Нет, тут закрыто, значит, где-то здесь. Горгона это. Или это какая-нибудь статуэтка, или еще что-нибудь небольшое. Ну их там рисовали вроде как. Это веч, или как оно правильно называется? Золотой эликсир. Так, стоп. Сколько у нас золотого эликсира? 5 штук. Зачем так столько много?
The Last Supper.
Да, тайная вечеря.
Leonardo da Vinci.
The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be
Вот,
betrayed
кстати,
by
еще
one of his
дальше можно
disciples.
пройти, да? Точно. Псы? Кто? Мужик какой-то с мечом. Прикольная фигурка. Это кто?
A painting with no name.
Картина без названия. Что за мужик? Вон, горгона, кстати. Так, взломать не можем.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa.
Медуза.
A hero armed with a sword.
Герой вооруженный мечом.
A hero
Герой
with
с
a lantern.
лампадой.
And the last one holding a
Последний
shield.
щитом в руке.
I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
А, к мужику повернуть, наверное. А это что такое?
The origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. There's an extra line in the Latin translation. The night light was reflected in the shield and blinded the monster. So the hero with the sword seized the opportunity and cut off its head. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa. There's an extra line in the Latin translation. The night light was reflected in the shield and blinded the monster. So the hero with the sword seized the opportunity and cut off its head.
Кота, привет. Так. Все-таки надо их как-то вращать, да? Это мы не можем открыть. Они все повернуты куда-то. Кто-то кого-то отвлекает. Дракончик, привет. Повернуть. Герой с щитом. Ведь? Повернуть. Медузе. Угу, Марго бегун. Это ценить пользу лампад.
When I see the lantern and the shield, I can't help thinking back to my childhood. Mr. Dorfer, our teacher. As soon as the sun came out, I got a kick out of distracting him with the inkwell by deflecting the light with it. I'd turn it in such a way as to direct a spot of light onto his face, not strong enough to dazzle him, but just enough to annoy him. Hey, What if I tried to annoy the Medusa with the lamp on the shield? Position it just right, and it might work.
Так, повернуть. Герой щитом.
If I respect the legend,
Так.
I have to place the hero
А
holding
этого
the
надо
shield in
повернуть
front of the
Медузе.
Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There
Повернуть.
must be something else.
Зачем?
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Да, скорее всего, так и есть. Медузе. И
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
надо что-то другое придумать. Да. Сплошные Влады. Здесь Влады, там Миша, привет. Так. И что же делать? Я повернул, да? А этого так надо повернуть. Или того надо повернуть. Странно, странно. Разгадайте загадку Медузы. Вот жесть какая. Зачем герою щитом поворачивать? Наверное, все-таки нет. Если герой с лампадой, зачем? Все-таки надо, наверное, к Медузе. Он же должен рубануть ее.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the
Нормально у
Medusa.
меня по
Except for
толерантности.
here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Все-таки, наверное, к щиту.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding
Да
the
не
shield in
заблокирует
front of
мне
the
видео.
Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work.
Вообще-то это
There
не
must be something else.
все ерунда. Это этот. Включить механизм. Зачем это? Герой у меня вообще-то контент не для детей, а это искусство. Так что какое может быть?
It looks right, but nothing's happening.
А, он же точно. Он же тогда его слепить. Слепить. Герой с мечом. О. Точно. Герой с мечом ослепил Медузу. Вы? Что-то затикало. И камин открылся, да?
Whoa.
Вау, поехали. Влад говорит, что такой же точно портрет, что заблокирует видео.
Ah, for Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Ответить вопрос на
Oh,
вопрос.
yeah? So tell me what you're doing here.
I mean,
Я тут,
Yeah. Just like me.
probably, but I asked the question first.
Well, then we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about a little gallantry, Louis? Come on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
Since you insist, Duchess, gallantry obliges this. Ladies first.
You just won't give in, will you?
I'm sorry, madam. It isn't in my nature.
Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful.
Статуя — это искусство. Причем оно копировано в игре просто отлично. И картины, и все. Так, я что-то сделал, короче, но забыл применить этот. Прочитать надпись. Древнегреческий. Тут написано «Всем одаренное».
Could this jar be the original Pandora's box? Emily, I've found Pandora's box. It's not as impressive as I thought it would be, but that's how these things usually go.
I detest that legend. Once again, women are made responsible for all of the world's evils. And stop playing with that pot, you'll break it. Come on, let's move on.
Открыть крышку.
Emily, what if I open the jar? Would that then make man responsible for all the evils?
Try. It'll make a change. All right, can we move on now?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really do need to do better than that.
Ай, зашибись. Чё они ищут-то? Обыщите комнату вместе с Эмили. Это чё? Золотое руно. Отлично.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
Ой, Влад, не начинай, а.
The gold color brings out your eyes.
Влад гейммастер. Не надо говорить ерунду. Это можно оспорить всегда. Точнее, это и можно оспорить.
You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
Возмутиться, спросить, читала ли она их.
I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to
Про
Joseph,
что?
"Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened
Это
it.
просто игра. Так, вот сколько у нас этого эликсира медового? 1. Плохо. А чем мы там должны выпить-то? 4? 4, если что. Надо не забыть. Книжка какая-то. Не говори, Влад, загадками. Тут и как загадок море. А, не про игру, а про что тогда? Ну, что-то тоже тут есть такое. Пистолетик. О, пистолетик. Из которого мало там эту тетку убьет. Ножичек. Кинжальчик, скорее всего. О, венок.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Цветок игра.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that.
Щепка нового ковчега.
Hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
Примерить видок, вот это прикольно.
Stop! Don't put your grubby fingers on it.
Find my fingers fat?
At least put on some gloves.
Please note, my fingers are slim.
You're going to leave marks. My God, what an amateur.
Many a harpsichord players would love to have sexy fingers like mine.
Tell me where you took your infiltration classes so I can have your tutor executed.
Let's compare hands then. We'll soon see whose fingers are fattest.
No, I'm not going to compare hands with you. Let's just keep going.
Bad loser.
Ой, да. Ладно, окей. Давай вне стрима. Когда решишься. Это брошюра о разных политических режимах, которые написал лично Морд. Угу. О, меч какой-то. Меч-кладенец.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
I think this is Excalibur, King Arthur's sword. I've always dreamt of drawing it from the stone.
How sweet you're still clinging to your
Давай,
boy's
счастливо, Влад,
dreams.
приходи еще.
When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Всегда мечтал вытащить его из камня. Шутник. Ай, блин. Вот что-то такое еще лежит. Янтарь. Вы собрали 4 осколка янтаря. Максимальное количество очков действия увеличено на 1.
Amber.
А, вот оно что прибавляет. Понятно. Приятного аппетита. Дима.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine. Hundreds of
Усадьба в
acres of
штате
land in
Мэн, сотни
Catalonia.
актеров,
Properties in
акров земли
Shanghai.
в
Incredible.
Каталонии.
Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Так, надо 4 выпить.
These documents must be fakes. No man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look here. Castles in Scotland, vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she
Загадочный
came
Влад.
for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's
Ну вот, посмотрите, он задал вопрос про толерантность, да? Сбив меня с тем, что я думал, он про игру. Это, оказывается, он хотел вопрос задать мне. Зачем так издалека-то заходить? Я сижу тут в кубатуре, что случилось? Обалдеть.
case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Да, я тоже так думал,
Or
Влад.
she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Мгм.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant.
Come here.
What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my
Опять.
trust in you, Louis?
Так. Давайте выпьем эту штуку.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your
Вы
arms and say
используете
yes to
слабостью
everything you
Эмили.
want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. I have nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone, you have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Допрос, психология, политика. Хитрость, может. А, кстати, а как узнать? Там что-то где-то есть это. Вот это показывает слабости. Точно. 3.
Let's take your
нельзя нажать.
talents, for example. You can't make me believe you'd be very effective at sneaking around unobserved, dressed as you are in that puffy whalebone dress.
I do find your outfits ravishing, but couldn't you use someone like me to perform certain discreet tasks?
Louis, your naivety is almost touching. Since our arrival, I have been continuously exploring the island without anyone realizing.
Неудачно. Ну, так и есть. Там потому что не прокачано. Так нечестно.
With a daring décolletage than to know how to pick a lock. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Вы понимаете?
I don't see us as partners for life. You won't owe me anything, you know. It doesn't commit you to anything after all.
All right, you've gone to a lot of trouble. You deserve an answer. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up
Они
making
не
you
думают,
talk.
что их могут подслушать в тайной комнате.
No one can resist you. Let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Да, что-то тут как-то не очень помогает.
It's as obvious as it is surprising.
You're my mother's hard-hitting partner.
Oh, God, do you really believe the nonsense that comes out of your mouth?
Well, a second ago I did.
Вот
A
Влад
little.
все-таки вернулся.
Sorry, Louis, your mother is not my partner.
Так. Это мужчина. Кто-то из ордена. Ваш отец. Старый муж. Ваш отец кто-то из ордена.
Your husband, of course.
My husband, he can't even walk without a cane. Poor old man.
Повторение.
Let him live out the rest of his days in peace.
How nice.
Давайте повторим. Это мужчина, да?
Your father. The force of youth combined with the wisdom of ancestors.
I never knew my father. And it
Ну,
would be
что ж
better for
такое-то?
him if I never do find him.
Sorry.
I thought you'd figured out I was an orphan.
No. Please forgive me. I didn't know.
Right,
Облом.
time is short. You haven't convinced me. I prefer to remain discreet. Don't take it the wrong way.
Ну, с этого
All
надо
I
было
can tell you
начинать.
is I'm looking for my sister.
Вот повторение-то.
And if I reacted so strongly at the sight of the
Опять
cannibal
сестру ищет.
content, it's because I thought it belonged to her. But it doesn't.
I understand. I won't insist.
It's
Тимофей,
time to
привет.
leave.
Давно не заходил. Куда-то пошли. Что, опять будем снова проходить или не будем? Да, будем, походу, снова допрашивать.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Не дадут снова. Доходит.
Oh,
Нормальное
she's been drinking
дядя.
too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do? Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this.
All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me. I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night? While she was hiding?
Yes, Louis. I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need
Как она
to
прошла-то?
calm me down.
Прочитал. Очень странно, непонятно про что.
No thanks, I'd better not.
Listen, you want me to tell you everything? You have to drink with me, Louis. What I have to say to you is of the utmost importance.
Чё-то стрёмное.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay? I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Whoa. The alcohol's
Что-то от бокала,
on
что
my
ли?
head.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Elizabeth, alcohol never solves anything. I'm gonna stop now.
Listen up. You want to know what your mother was capable of, right? You want to know the reason why. Well, you're gonna have to follow me to the bottom of the abyss, Louis. Either
Какая-то она
drink.
стрёмная. Надо было отказаться, не ходи за ней.
No, I won't drink.
All right, Louis. Then get the hell out of here. You're incapable of opening your eyes, so be it. Get out!
Какая-то крыса и потёкшая чутка. Да.
Why the hell did I go with Elizabeth? I could have spent the night with Emily, but no. I had to go play the night with a big heart. Oh, well, never mind. Tomorrow's another day.
Утро не время для мультиков. Может быть, будет идти когда-нибудь на Твиче. Ух. Чё там опять?
Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams. What the
Надо
hell's
было
going
не
on?
ходить.
You are in deep trouble, my young friend.
Че это они? Это вообще страшенный пипец. Четыре. Убеждение надо прокачать. Стопудово. Это что, бдительность? Допрос. Допрос на 2 очка. Логика. Ловкость. Манипулирование. Оккультизм. Эрудиция. Наука. Так, языки мы прокачали. Политика. Бдительность. Они еще по-разному расходуют. Возможно. Если кто думает, что я играл в эту игру, то очень сильно ошибаешься. Пусть так будет. Ну, видишь, первый кончился эпизод. Все остальное за дополнительную плату. А у меня не было подписки YouTube премиум. Спасибо, Влад. Счастливо, приходи еще.
Well done, mother. You just had to pick up bomb. You ditched me in Parrot, and with
То это можно будет в первом стриме посмотреть.
Oh, no. We have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sarhon, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it.
Что там случилось-то?
I imagine this
На первом
must be
стриме
your
есть
first
всё.
time here.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known,
Нет, наверное,
I
не
would have
будет.
gone for a better suit.
Ну, сейчас у него глюки будут.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a...
Yes.
Are you...
Yeah.
Right.
No, Mother!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other
Они
way.
такие все страшилки.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That
No.
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay when you die.
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
Все было на первом стриме. Зачем еще раз смотреть?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Fine.
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess
Показывают,
survived
как
with
ходить.
me.
Все такое.
Happening to me, for God's sake.
Че он так тупит?
Absolutely need to find you, mother.
Я так и не понял, зачем эти монетки. Это, видимо, потом как-то открывается. А, ради мультика? Ну да, можно. Ну, до мультика там далеко, на 2 часа геймплея, а то 3 пройти. Ну чё она тут стоит?
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me,
Сегодня
what have
другой
you been
стрим.
up to since?
А, вот. Давайте выберем, наверное, детектив. Потому психология, логика, ловкость, бдительность. Бдительность. Давайте так.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wonder your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
How could I forget a woman such as yourself?
A woman such as me? What a sweet talker you are. Remind me of how we met?
Don't you remember? We bumped
Как можно
into each
что-то
other
сделать,
Mesmer
если у
show
тебя
in
этого
Paris.
нет?
That fraudster had even bamboozled the Marquis of Lafayette.
You too, apparently, because I've never been to see him.
Ouch. Well, that didn't work.
Right, time to go to the manor.
Ну и...
Ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another.
Я сказал не про прошлый стрим, а про первый. Вот это третий же. Все это начало было на первом стриме, на котором вообще, наверное, никого не было. Хотя я уже не помню. Горшочек меда нам пока не нужен. У нас все есть.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our
Sure.
utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
В смысле загуглил? Где лорд? Вам известно о моей
What can you
матери?
tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found
Ну,
so
тут он рассказывает, что мама там шарится по острову. А, в YouTube убил, да? Значит, больше кроме меня никто не проходит, да?
What do you mean?
Да, это хорошо.
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Да с этим-то понятно, он все подряд игры фигачит.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them
Сломанные
repaired.
бочки.
But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful.
Кстати, тут получается чуть по-другому.
We seem to
Далее,
have found
привет.
an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials S.
Базары другие.
We came to the
Говорит
conclusion that they are
совсем
initials of
другие
Sir's
эти.
mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but
Invited by your master.
Опять заболтала.
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Не надо извиняться, Дайла.
It is indeed your handkerchief.
Я все понимаю.
You must have
Я
come here for a
работаю.
specific reason.
Вы учитесь.
You need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Ой, Паша, ёшкин кот, а. Секундочку. Так, ну все, я тут это чуть-чуть отвлекся. Это не стример рекомендует сидеть дома. А, это фигня. Как она называется-то? Донат алерт. Так, да давай ты уже туда-то иди, или что ты там запнулся обо что-то?
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island.
Что я забыл написать?
From 300 meters away.
Чем ты вообще, Влад?
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently.
Кромка еще острая. Это там отворот отломали. Ну и чё? Кончик вчера.
I put my money on cannon powder.
А, ну значит, взять прут. Зачем мне прут? Это я так и не понял. Это закрытая информация. Мешок семян. Паша я там написал. Паша. Паша никак не хочет уговариваться. А вот письма. Забыл про письма.
One of the letters is stamped with the seal of the order, and I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother.
But who is this Samuel Ritter Dauchois? Who are you writing to?
I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion.
Жизнь какая-то, нифига себе, такого не было.
Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
Дома вместе, да.
Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone.
Счастливо, Влад.
Something's going on.
Все-таки ты уходишь.
Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying
Да, кто такой Реми? На стриме, Дима, никогда не скажу.
Why does that name sound so familiar?
Недоступно, не могу вспомнить.
Man of some importance, Spanish, I'd say, but just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Вы прочли письмо. Получили новый предмет. Так, тут ничего нету, да? Тут я уже был. А, ну тут я тоже прочитал все, что нужно уже. Ты чё, фонарик? Ничего особенного. Значит, при какой-то наверное, когда оккультистом становишься, фонарик что-то даст. Мед. Агент под прикрытием. Багаж. Похоже, бочку разбили довольно давно. Тут доска какая-то лежит. А, это нет. Доска, значит, дальше лежит. Вот доска. Деревянная доска. Судя по всему, доску откуда-то выдирали. Причем она была целая и невредима. Зачем кому-то понадобилось ее ломать? В чем смысл? Да, ну короче, не может он понять. Ну, чё он так не хочет смотреть? Часть причала. Ясно. Не хочет. Ну да. Закрыто. Открыть ворота. Кстати, у меня же есть предмет под названием палка вот эта. Че, я не могу его применить, что ли? Взломать замок. Хитрость недоступна. А где там навыки-то? Хитрость, логика, психология, бдительность, ловкость. Хитрость. 3 очка до первого уровня. А тут сложность 3. Да, тут походу, чтобы взломать этот замок, надо, я не знаю, сколько поиграть. Когда он там после первой, второй части выходит на улицу, чтобы все-то было это. Стой, он это прочитать не сможет. Написано на латинском. Не может. Перевести 0. Перевести 0. Отойти. Я же говорю, не сможет. Так а что еще делать? Я могу просто закончить стрим и все. Я бы, конечно, сказал, что вы можете позадавать вопросы, но никого же нет. Все же разбежались. Наставили 7 лайков и разбежались. Мне интересно. А, вот это ворота, это и есть эти двери. Поэтому мне не давали выйти. Это выход на причал.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen,
Дима, ты ушел не попрощавшись?
You can always give it to me.
Да, не говори. Как?
Thank you, my son.
И ночью никого нет.
I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
Никогда. Если бы я знал, что в прошлом прохождении, что он не отдаст ему письмо, я бы прочитал его, конечно.
You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialties, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
Не даст.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer
Но он
yes.
тупарь,
Absolutely.
если он отдаст.
Understand?
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
Ah, if only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Последнее противостояние. Не сомневайтесь, недоступно. Я не верю в Бога. Да,
I
конечно.
swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large...
Сначала обвинил в том, что я рассказываю первому встречному о том, что я это состою в какой-то секретной организации, и тут же отдает мне письмо. Молодец какой.
Available to us by organizing the priest's safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance.
Ладно, хороший трындеть, давай письмо
Only
уже.
for her sake. Always respect your name. Here. The letter I
Вот вам
remember
письмо.
to tell-
Well
Всё.
played. I'll decide later.
Открыть конверт или нет, решу
whether to
позже.
look at what it contains.
Так, давайте. Давайте закончим на этом, короче говоря. Ну его. В общем, игра более-менее играбельна. Но думаю, что я не буду ее проходить. Тем более, что у меня ее нет в Стиме. Вот. Спокойной ночи, Дима. Ложись спать и высыпайся. Всем спасибо. Увидимся, скорее всего, в четверг. Может быть, ночью. Я постараюсь, Дима. Но я напишу в ВК, а ты не прочитаешь. И потом скажешь, что я тебя не предупредил. Всем спасибо. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки. Всем счастливо. И пока. До встречи.